What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How y'all like the Christmas lights, by the way? I put Christmas lights all over the damn place in here. Yeah, that's what I was talking about yesterday. I had to put up some more Christmas lights because, you know, I love to get in the festive mood when it comes to Christmas. I love Christmas, not only because I'm off of work, but just because, you know, you get to spend a lot more time with your family and blah, 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 blah. You get it. Most of my coworkers, though, for some reason, they say they hate Christmas. They don't like Christmas because their checkbook is always empty at the end of it. I don't know. I don't find it to be that way. I don't care. I'm always broke anyway, so what's the difference, right? But we've got another video coming in for you guys. I've got a clip to show you and a news article, as a matter of fact. Trump picks who we thought he was going to pick. All these cabinet picks are just great, in my opinion. I am loving this new Trump administration. I am going to be truly happy for this administration. Hopefully they do a good job, but we finally have the F.B.I. pick, and it's who we all thought it was going to be. We was all wondering where and, you know, when Kash Patel was going to show his face, because we knew he was going to show his face. We were hoping he was going to be like CIA director or the FBI director. That's right. Check this out. Trump, and it's seething going on here. A lot of seething. Trump picks deeply strange Kash Patel, who vowed to come after people in the media, for FBI director. That is right. So all these propagandists in the corporate press and the mainstream narrative news, the mainstream narrative machine, for crying out loud, yeah, we're going to come after you, as a matter of fact. Yeah, that is right. That is right, because you guys are intentionally lying, propagandizing the American people. And, yeah, we don't like that at all. Check this out. Watchdog critics are sounding the alarm over President-elect Donald Trump's choice of Kash Patel to be the next director of the FBI, calling the MAGA ultra-loyalist, who even former Republican colleagues describe as dangerous and unqualified, to be running the nation's top law enforcement agency. Yes, he is the right pick, as a matter of fact. He's going to reform the FBI and, remove the weaponization part, as a matter of fact. He will certainly do this. I've watched a lot of Kash Patel on interviews and all kinds of stuff. This dude is good. Like I said, I got a clip to show you guys. But right before we get into the rest of this, I need you guys to do me a giant, huge, large favor. I know I had to put a bunch of those in there, but smash that like button. Y'all don't forget to smash the like button for me. I really would appreciate that. And if you could, if you're new around here, by the way, and you like to stay informed and stay, you know, up to date as to how you're being manipulated by the corporate press and the mainstream news, subscribe to this channel. It's the best way to stay apprised as to how you're being manipulated, blah, 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 blah. You get it. Share this video. Do all that good stuff for me. I would appreciate it, genuinely. But let's keep going. Patel, who served in the previous Trump administration as chief of staff in the Department of Defense and a counterterrorism advisor on the National Security Council, was characterized by the Associated Press earlier this year as trusted aide and swaggering campaign surrogate who mythologizes the former president while promoting conspiracy theories and his own brand. Yes, once again, like I said, seething. Journalist Mehdi Hassan, there we go. Now we're just going to take his word for it, as if he doesn't lie through his freaking teeth constantly. Co-founder of Zito said that while previously working for MSNBC, he had done a deep dive on Patel, during which he discovered just what a deeply strange and alarming sycophant figure Trump's pick is. Oh, he's a sycophant, is he? As the New York Times reports, Patel founded a nonprofit that provides legal assistance to individuals prosecuted for their involvement in January 6, 2021 insurrection, and also runs a merchandise business which sells flashy pro-MAGA gear under the Kash label. Right? Like they're going in on that. Of course, he's going to start up a nonprofit to help out the insurrectionists, because when you do the raw numbers, when you look at the raw numbers, right, there was 400 and something people arrested for some sort of violence on January 6th. But we know for a fact that 206 exactly have either pled guilty or been convicted of fighting with cops. So, out of the almost 1,500 arrests, what does that tell you? Yeah, that's 1,100 peaceful protesters were arrested for January 6th. So, obviously, somebody needs to help these people. They're insane, though. Patel, the Times notes, sells pro-Trump t-shirts and other items, as well as a series of his children's books that pay homage to King Donald. Mr. Patel also collected hundreds of thousands of dollars in consulting fees from the 2024 Trump campaign and from friends of Matt Gaetz, the campaign committee for the former House Republican from Florida, who withdrew from consideration as Mr. Trump's attorney general after criticism over allegations of sex trafficking and drug abuse. Notice how they say after that, right? As if that was the reason he quit. Now, that wasn't the reason he quit. He gave a reason as to why he got out of the running for that. We think there's deeper issues going on with that because we're thinking over here that he wants to be the senator. Now that Marco Rubio is going to be the Secretary of State, I do believe. I think he's going for that Senate seat, as a matter of fact, because he said he's not coming back to Congress. And I hear that. I totally understand that. But they act like... The allegations, right? The DOJ investigated him over this and found no wrongdoing whatsoever, right? And a figure like Matt Gaetz being investigated by the DOJ, they're going to spare no expense, if you will, to go after Matt Gaetz. So if they actually didn't find anything, that means there's probably nothing there. But it is what it is. According to the watchdog group Accountable US, Patel is just the latest unqualified choice by a president-elect will to put political loyalty above national security, as the group noted in a statement. Sorry for the typo right there. It threw me off. While Patel joined the previous Trump administration in its last year and quickly rose through the ranks thanks to his hard-nosed style and fawning devotion to Donald Trump, other Trump officials reportedly regarded Patel as dangerous, including General Mark Milley, who feared he would break the law for Trump. Ooh, he feared that. But that doesn't mean he will do it, because, yeah, he probably won't do it. If you've ever listened to anything Kash Patel says, he seems like a genuine guy, if you ask me. And former Trump Attorney General Bill Barr, who said, "Over my dead body," when Trump entertained naming Patel deputy director of the FBI. Recently, Patel has threatened to prosecute journalists and political opponents of Trump. Yeah, if they commit crimes. As a matter of fact, yes. And I don't see why anybody would have a problem, for some reason, with the FBI prosecuting criminals. Like, I don't get that from these people. They're always saying, oh, he's going after his political opponents. Yeah, he's going to investigate these people, and if they haven't committed any crimes, then, hey, they don't have anything to worry about. But if they have committed crimes, why would you not want the FBI and the DOJ to prosecute criminals? That makes no sense. And that's like the dumbest argument I've ever heard. Oh, he's going to go after journalists. Oh my God. Yeah, if they've committed crimes, they better watch out. That's all I'm going to say. Patel has also reportedly spread baseless QAnon conspiracy theories and earned hundreds of thousands of dollars a year from his own business dealings with Trump-related entities. You love how they say QAnon conspiracy theories, right? That's just hilarious. They're still running with this QAnon is conspiracy theory garbage, right? We've got loads of evidence to prove this. Jeffrey Epstein, for crying out loud, right? That was the whole QAnon conspiracy, like, boiled down into nuts and bolts, was basically a secret cabal of people abusing children, essentially. And come to find out, we've not only got, Jeffrey Epstein, but now we have Sean Diddy Combs, or P. Diddy. Yes, 2 people. That's not to mention all the other small-time individuals that have been caught doing this. It's insane, and they're still saying it's a conspiracy theory. Right. Last year, during an appearance on Steve Bannon's War Room podcast, Patel vowed that Trump's enemies would be targeted if the former president returned to power. We will go out and find the conspirators, not just in government, but in the media, Patel said at the time. Yes, we're going to come after people in the media, Patel explained to Bannon, talking about journalists and others who he claimed help Joe Biden rig elections. And then we've got a tweet where the video clip that we're about to show you is from No Lie with Brian Tyler Cohen, which this dude lies for a living, so that's just funny he would name, right? If you have to say, right, it's the old saying, if somebody says they ain't lying, that probably means they are lying, right? So it's just funny he would name it No Lie with Brian Tyler Cohen. Why would you say that? That's just funny, but let's read the tweet right quick and then we'll run the clip. Here is Trump's nominee for FBI Director Kash Patel calling for offensive operations to jail Americans who they consider the enemy. Yes, if they have broken the law, yeah, they will go to jail. As a matter of fact, don't know why people have a problem with this. We will go out and find the conspirators. Yes, we are going to come after the people in the media. Yes, if you break the law, sure, buddy. Let's go ahead and run that clip right quick because it's a lot more innocuous than what they're making it out to be.
20th of January of 2025. Do you feel confident that you will be able to deliver the goods, that we can have serious prosecutions and accountability? And I want the Morning Joe producers that watch us and all the producers that watch us, this is just not rhetoric. We're absolutely dead serious. We're not. You cannot have a constitutional republic and allow what these deep staters have done to the country. The deep state, the administrative state, the fourth branch of government never mentioned in the Constitution, is going to be taken apart brick by brick. And the people that did these evil deeds will be held accountable and prosecuted, criminal prosecutions. Kash, I know you're probably going to be head of the CIA, but do you believe that you can deliver the goods on this in a pretty short order the first couple of months so we can get rolling on prosecutions?
Yes, we got the bench for it, Bannon, and you know those guys. I'm not going to go out there and say their names right now so the radical left-wing media can terrorize them. But, excuse me, the one thing we learned in the Trump administration the first go-around is we got to put in all-America patriots top to bottom. And we got them for law enforcement. We got them for intel collection. We got them for offensive operations. We got them for DOD, CIA, everywhere. And the one thing we will do that they never will do is we will follow the facts and the law and go to courts of law and correct these justices and lawyers who have been prosecuting these cases based on politics and actually issuing them as lawfare. We will go out and find the conspirators, not just in government, but in the media. Yes, we're going to come after the people in the media who lied about American citizens, who helped Joe Biden rig presidential elections. We're going to come after you. Whether it's criminally or civilly, we'll figure that out. But yeah, we're putting you all on notice. And Steve, this is why they hate us. This is why we're tyrannical. This is why we're dictators.
Yep, you gotta love that. He says it outright. This is why we're tyrannical and this is why we're dictators. This is why the people in the media call Donald Trump a fascist, a dictator, because he's not scared to go after the elites. He's not scared to go after the people at the top and take them down several notches, as a matter of fact, and throw them in jail because of their crimes, right? We saw with the shadow campaign. As a matter of fact, if you don't know what the shadow campaign is, right here at the end of every single video, so at the end of this one as well, every single video, there's a link to a video called The Shadow Campaign. As a matter of fact, go watch that video. It will explain what I'm about to say. Yes, they had the Shadow Campaign in 2020. That's what he's talking about. We're going to come after you because they had a group of people, a cabal, in their words, not mine. It was a conspiracy unfolding behind the scenes in the background, right? People going state to state to state to change rules, change laws to benefit Democrats so that they could, quote unquote, in their words, fortify the election against Donald Trump's assault on democracy. That's insane. That is the opposite of democracy when you're trying to rig an election, right? And then not only just rig it, because to rig it in that manner would be illegal. That's why they had a group of lawyers go around state to state, lobbying the state legislatures to change the laws. laws to make it legal. That's what they did, as a matter of fact, with your universal mail-in ballots and ballot harvesting, which was illegal in most of the country, but now it's not for some reason because, well, we know the reason. They went and changed the laws to make it legal, quote unquote, under, anti-voter suppression lobbying. That's what they called it, was voter suppression. No, it's not voter suppression, as a matter of fact. Because when you get Democrat activists to go to just the Democrat residences, knock on doors, and say, hey, why don't you vote? Go ahead and vote. Remember, don't forget, Donald Trump is an evil orange man. And then the very next day do the same thing until these people fill out their mail-in ballots and either give it to these people or send it off in the mail. That's how Joe Biden was able to get 81 million freaking votes. That's why. Like, the disparity in numbers from 2016 to 2020 is insane. That tells you the story. And they changed the laws to make all this legal, right? We want to investigate this to see if there was any underhanded business going on when they did this. Because, yeah, you can't just go around and rig an election in that manner, right? And it wasn't just this. They got together with social media companies. The cable news was already on their side, so they didn't need much convincing at all. But, you had Zuckerbucks paying people out. It was just insane what went on in 2020. It was the most rigged election ever. But once again, it was all legal. It was all above the water for some reason. But we want to figure out if to get to that level of legality was legal, if there was any underhanded tactics going on, and we want to investigate this outright for whether it's for ethics, like he said, whether it's going after them civilly or criminally. We want to get to the bottom of 2020, and I think that's a good thing, right? You don't want to put too much resources on that, put a small team, go figure this out, but we want it figured out. We feel we need some sort of closure on 2020 because of what happened, right? And it's mostly, the only reason I know about this is because of Time magazine publishing their article, The Secret History of the Shadow Campaign, which I did a video on. Like I said, it's going to show up right here at the end of this one. But Kash Patel is great. I'm loving this. I'm loving Trump's entire cabinet so far, for the most part. I mean, he's got some iffy picks, but it don't matter to me. Marco Rubio's kind of like, okay, whatever. You got to get some establishment people in there, I guess, to appease the establishment, because there are two separate establishments. You got blue and red, Democrat and Republican establishments. But, currently, right now, the Republican Party is undergoing a massive shift away from the corporate elite, back to the populist, back to the people are in control of the Republican Party now. So, you never know. I might just go change my party affiliation from independent to Republican. If we can completely just eliminate the establishment out of the Republican Party, I think I will do that. But until we do, I'm going to remain on the fence in the independent camp, to be honest with you, because I don't like establishment. Don't like it whatsoever. But, I think I've made my point quite clear on this one. I'm loving these cabinet picks. Let me know what you think about Trump's cabinet picks down in the comment section. And that's all I got for this one, y'all. Y'all don't forget to smash that like button for me. I would greatly appreciate that, so don't forget. And y'all try to have a good day and stay legitical. Peace.